Stop the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. It is 0 dark plus 2. A little later than normal when I record, but you know, times are strange, work is difficult, gotta run, gotta be on the move, and I can't not talk about this topic. Fast food fist fights. It's kind of like kung fu fighting when everyone was fast as lightning. Boy, I tell you what, folks, fast food, it's not just for breakfast anymore. But cafefe.com coffee is for breakfast. I'll tell you what, folks, we're getting a lot of clues about how SHTF is going to shake down, how much tension and stress is on society based on fast food. That's correct, based on fast food. Now, we were shared a number of incidents, and you and I think, would do best to stay away from fast food, not only for health reasons and monetary reasons, but for safety. Now, a couple of months ago, they reported that a value meal, that's right, the most expensive value meal at a McDonald's was priced at, this is not for anything crazy, folks. This is a value meal, a person's lunch or dinner, if you will. 18 bucks. 18 bucks. Oh, that's good coffee. Cafefe.com. Okay. A value meal, 18 bucks. Right now, Pizza Hut is closing down stores, and they close up to 100. Another series of fast food restaurants have closed altogether. And people are like, how is $18? How is $12 a value meal? How is it? Someone found a crisp, pristine Taco Bell receipt from the 90s. And it was like $4, right? And that had like 4 items on it. People are like, that's a value meal. But yeah, hiding receipts in library books, not going to see that anytime soon. One, people don't go to libraries, and you don't get receipts anymore. Still, crazy times. But that tells us how much inflation is happening. That tells us that we as people are like stressed. When 60% of the population can no longer afford a value meal at a fast food restaurant, that says and speaks volumes, does it not? Well, to me, it does. To me, it really does. People cannot afford it. Inflation is out of control. But there's bigger trouble, and that trouble extends to more than just restaurants being closed. I mean, this hits coffee shops as well. A couple coffee shops were actually 3 of them, a franchise or a series of coffee restaurants owned in a city, were threatened with the employees trying to form a union, so they closed them down, literally shut them down. They're like, you know what, ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. And now the same employees that were trying to unionize are now protesting. It's like, this is your doing, dumbasses. And I get it. They want higher wages to pay their bills. California, does this $20 an hour, $20 an hour minimum wage. Folks, I know skilled professionals that get $20 an hour, which is, they're severely underpaid. But yeah, quite a big difference, don't you think, between 30 years of experience in construction and yeah. It's weird, folks, but probably the biggest note I have in this story about fast food and SHTF is the fist fights. And worse. I mean, I have watched countless fist fights now with ghetto-minded idiots starting trash talking in all manner of restaurants. But, I think 95% of the time it's fast food. They're arguing with the person behind the counter. They're screaming and yelling. They didn't get ketchup. They want this. They want that. They think they're not getting a good deal. And then just recently, the last couple of days, of all places, folks, Lakeland County, Florida. That's right, the home of Polk County Sheriff Grady Judd. A fast food worker was arguing with someone at the window. The people at the window think they didn't get the correct food, so they want to be a-holes. The employee wants to be an a-hole and argue back. So the customer, right, takes their drink and throw it through the window at the employee. The employee pulls a gun, and the car drives away. The employee shoots out the fast food window at the car. I think it says hit it twice. Okay, great shooting there, Tex. So here we are, folks. Fast food fistfights, brawls, restaurant destroying fights, restaurant destroying taxation, restaurant destroying wages, restaurant destroying unions. And people can't afford to eat at them anyways. It is a fast food free for all. Now, what does this say? That's what I think is really important here. Is what does this say about our nation, our economy, and social, how do we say this? What does this say about social cohesion? Let's use that word. What is social cohesion? Our ability to talk, work, cooperate, coexist. How's that going for us? Not real well, is it? Not real well. This is what I think behavior is going to be very much like on a daily basis when things get worse. And when I say worse, I mean far worse. But what's the difference between the worse of today and the worse, the far worse? It can be the power goes out. And the same mentality of everyone owes me, I deserve everything, I want it and I want it now. That type of mentality. Right? Well, I'm sorry, but we're out of food at the grocery store because of shipping issues, because there are fuel shortages, because Bill Gates is buying up farms, because the World Economic Forum wants a controlled demolition of our food supply. What are people going to do? Go in the back and go make some more food then. No, that's just it. We don't make the food. We just sell the food, says the grocery store people. What kind of brawls do you think are going to happen? What kind of fist fights are going to break out? To me, it's not a far-fetched scenario. We've already seen, hard times that weren't really that hard, resulted in riots and then looting of stores. Oh yeah, we've seen it. No doubt, folks. If we're going to see, riots and looting, not to mention arson, what is going to happen if people are so desperate they just kick down the door? 50, 100, 200 people wanting to rob the stores blind. What are they going to do? Beat the shit out of each other as the food's running out and they're desperate? Oh, yeah. If you can get shot at a McDonald's for throwing your Coke through the window, you think you can get shot at by reaching into someone else's food basket and grabbing a frozen chicken? Oh, you bet. You bet. I do not think those days are too far behind. I don't think those days are too far behind. Well, it's been a long drive to get down here today, I tell you. Yeah, a couple of hours heading south will put you into a funny, weird little zone. I got to pay attention to where I'm traveling. That way I don't get shot. In any event, folks, fast food, keep an eye on it. I think it's going to continue to teach us some valuable lessons. Valuable lessons. Hey, wherever you're traveling, if you're like me and you're traveling around the state, be safe. Whatever your state is, right? Wherever you're at in the nation, rural, urban, coastal, inland, mountainous, desert, swamp, it doesn't matter. When people lose everything they have, very shortly after that, they can lose their minds. Chance favors the prepared mind is yours. Hopefully, I make it home tonight in time for the show, and I'm sure I will. I'll probably try to get it off early, head back up. But for now, folks, Semper Fi, God bless America.